Today is Wednesday, January the 6th, and it was quite an eventful day, aside from what happened on Capitol Hill. The market was pretty interesting. Let's go through the charts and maybe some reasons. The McClellan oscillator nipped a little bit above neutral. I think that the market after hours is still up. The S&P was up 21 points. So you can see that if we've got this chart here, we did make a new high today, but we didn't close on a new high, but still things are going up. Now today, we should have expected a down day because the Democrats took control of the Senate. So they'll be able now to raise taxes and do all of those protectionist things that they've been accused of doing. And you would have think that banks would have crashed. But JP Morgan was up $5.90, almost 5%. US Bank at the other end of the spectrum, the sixth largest bank, was up 5.92%. Now, why do you think that would be? Why are the banks, and look, US Bank just nipped 78.6. So why are the banks up? Well, look at Caterpillar. Caterpillar was up 5.57%, 6% today. And where is it doing on its Fibonacci's? Heading up to $200.11. Now, why are the banks up and Caterpillar is up? Because under a Democratic Congress, you can expect spending on infrastructure. And where do they go to get money for infrastructure? When they need to gear up for those contracts and everything, they go to banks to borrow money. Boeing down a little bit. RKT, I think we're going to take our eye off of this one because it's fallen out of this wedge here. No longer interesting. Square, not a good day at all. It started out well, didn't finish off well, lost a little bit on the day, still staying above 27.2. Remember, all of my stock has got covered calls, short calls on top of them, which on Monday I rolled to next week. NEO down $2.70. Let's not look at the 5 minute. Let's look at the 1 day. And this is a really bearish thing. This is an engulfing candle of not only the day before, but 2 days before. So this is really not very good. This is a bad sign for NEO. And NEO let's take this one out because that's the 5 minute chart. NEO is looking to come down to 47.11 and maybe even test the cloud as it did here for support before it goes up again. But where is the Chiku span? Not only is it now below the candles, and it has been for quite some time, but it looks like it's going to continue to stay below the candle. So NEO not doing really well. I also have short calls. I have the weekly 55 short calls. But NEO on the day finished down 270, but it actually had quite a range. So my 55 short calls expire on Friday, and I'm glad I've got those, and I will roll them into next week's 55s. AT&T had a really great day. The 200 is right up there and acting as next potential resistance. Let's look at some of our new stocks that we've been looking at. Let's look at Peloton. Nothing to talk about here. Dollar General, not Data General, but Dollar General. Look at this. Zach, this was your pick. I hope you're still long. Look at this jump up to the 127.2 where it stopped dead. Really great. Zillow, which we haven't looked at too much, but is struggling with a 61.8. SONO, probably getting ready to break out again. If we've got another one of these little triangle patterns, we can take this triangle here and we can just move it basically right there. And we have a repeat possibly of the last flag. And we should see a break for SONO to the higher. And ZG, I did buy 100 shares on Monday. It had a bit of a pullback today. I thought about selling, but I didn't. I've reached my limit here with ZG. Sorry, it's not ZG that I have, it's ZI. So let's, you can tell that I'm really not used to this stock, but there's your ZI. And it did not have a good day today. So it's fallen below this trend line. If it can't get above this trend line tomorrow, I will get out. And right now on 100 shares, I've got a $335 loss. $400 would be all I want to lose on that. And it's also below the 50%, so it's probably heading down to 40, 48. So I'm going to get out of ZG tomorrow, ZI tomorrow. That was the quick and dirty of it. Where are we going? Where are we going? I honestly think this Democratic control of the Senate and the embarrassment that we saw today in the Senate and the House is going to bode well for the market. I'm thinking we're moving higher.